Okay, Snow White. Snow White and the Huntsman, to be exact. If I'm sorry if you like this movie, I'm gonna have to be one among the people who didn't like this movie. So if you like this movie, tune out, please now. Okay, but if you're gonna stay, then here's what I think of Snow White and the Huntsman. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna hate it for certain reasons. One, it's an adaptation of a Disney movie, and they're trying to make it dark. It's like not original, blah blah blah, and everyone's doing that already. Or two, you could hate it for Kristen Stewart, and it's a legit reason to hate the movie. But the reason I'm sorry. The reason why I hated this movie, and for starters, I'm not those people who hate it for the two reasons I gave. Like, I don't, I don't hate it because it's a dark adaptation of Snow White. I mean, they could do a lot with a dark adaptation of Snow White. I don't really mind. And two, Kristen Stewart, I don't like her as an actress, but she doesn't do that bad in this movie, to believe it or not. I mean, she could have done better, but in terms of Kristen Stewartness, it's not bad. I mean, like, it's tolerable. Like, there are points where you want her to just show a little bit more emotion, but when the scenes that she's sad, you know, so she's doing something right. So anyway, so moving on. The main reason why I didn't like this movie, I'm not saying I hate it, but the main reason why I didn't like this movie is it was so boring. I mean, there's action scenes and it's dark imagery. Like, how can it be boring? The thing is about this movie, it does not give you time to like these characters. And I tried to figure out why that was, and I figured it out. It doesn't give you the backstory of these characters, or it does. It doesn't give you enough time to grow to like these characters. Like with Snow White, they tell the story of Snow White, but you don't actually get to know her more. Like, it seems like she's always in a journey. Like, oh, I have to go to this castle. I have to get out of this woods. I have to escape the enemy. Like, you don't actually. There's not enough time for us to just like listen to her talk, or listen to how her day was, or watch her interactions with people. It's not enough to get to know Snow White. And also with characters like the dwarves, they just sort of seem like they're there. Or the Huntsman, I almost said Thor. The Huntsman, like, you figure out his history, you're sympathetic to him, but it always feels like he's in a journey. Like, you just kind of wish for him to just stop and have a conversation with Snow White. Like, you just kind of wish for him to just talk about anything. It's a bad sign in the movie. It shows that it's like, it's not really paced well. Like, the movie's long, but they could have like extended some scenes. Like, they could have drawn out some more scenes, because if the movie doesn't make you like the characters, you're not gonna care about them at all. Like, when I remember the scene where Snow White, she ate the apple, one of the most iconic scenes of Snow White, and you just did not care. I mean, like, besides the fact it's Kristen Stewart, you just did not care, because you don't know enough about Snow White. You just know that she's like a goal, and she's a main character, and she has to get from X to Y. Like, you don't care enough about her. Like, the character you sort of grow to like is, well, you could like the Huntsman because it's Thor, but if you're going purely by plot, or a character with like enough development, you kind of feel for William, I think, because it does show him interacting with Snow White, and him actually like giving a crap about Snow White. I mean, you just feel more connection to William because you just see more of like the everyday interactions, not just him on a journey. So, other than the plot, I mean, like in character development, good things I can say about this movie. The villain wasn't bad. I think Charlize Theron sorta overreacted at points, but I didn't think she was that bad. Action scenes were they were a little too close up at points. I felt like they could have they could have cleaned up the shots a little bit better, but the action scenes were enjoyable, I guess. And the images they had, like the setting, it looked good. I mean, like it's what I imagine what kind of setting Snow White would be in, and I think that's about it. I mean, like I could also comment on Chris Hemsworth and Kristen Stewart's terrible chemistry, but it's nothing compared to the character development. I mean, the character development is what kills this movie. There's more character development for the villain. So you grow to hate this character, but you don't grow to like these other characters. It's a problem. It's a major problem for this movie. So on a grading scale, maybe a C plus if I'm being nice, but C. It's a definite C movie. I mean, like, you watch it for action, but you don't remember it afterwards, kind of thing. So yeah, that's my review of Snow White and Huntsman. I'm sorry if you like the movie.